You probably clicked on this video because you saw in the thumbnail the DNA structure, the monster energy, or L from Death Note, and was like, how could this possibly relate to amino acids? If I'm wrong, well, whatever. Alright, welcome back. In this video, we're going to go over amino acids 16, 17, and 18. Before we begin, I hate to be that guy, but I'm going to try it anyways. But please like and subscribe if you found this useful. This doesn't really make any sense to me because you haven't even watched the video yet, so you don't even know if you're going to like it. But, I've watched some videos on how to grow your YouTube channel, and people like try to say, this crap in the beginning of the video. So that's what I'm doing. Anyways, back to topic. Amino acids serine, threonine, cysteine, asparagine, and glutamine are part of the polar uncharged R groups. In this video, I'm going to talk about the first three, mainly because it seems like you guys really like when I do the 3 amino acids per video and I go over it in detail, like fun facts about it. And I want to do that. But if I were to do all these amino acids, the video would be a little bit too long. So I'm going to cut it up into 2 videos. The first amino acid we're going to go over, number 16, is serine, abbreviated with an S. So you got our usual crap, alpha carbon, hydrogen, carboxyl, and amino group. Now the R group has a CH2 bond with an OH, or hydroxyl group. This is called a hydroxymethyl group. That's it. It's really simple. This is all the R group is. It's just a CH2 and an OH together. A hydroxymethyl group. Serine is what is needed for your DNA and RNA. How do we make pyrimidines and purines? If you remember in biology or molecular biology, we have purines, which are adenine and guanine. And this is what's part of DNA. The pyrimidines are cytosine, thymine, and if in RNA, uracil. How do we actually make these? You never really taught that. If you took organic chemistry, you may know. But where does it actually come from? And serine is what is actually needed to make this. If you don't have serine, you can't make this. So that is why it's really essential you have serine in your body. The next amino acid is threonine, abbreviated with a T. So, like usual, we got this stuff. But the R group is a carbon. And the carbon has multiple things attached to it. We have a hydroxyl group, a hydrogen, and it's a methyl group. Make sure you know that this is the alpha carbon, not this. Right? This is our usual stuff. We call that with our alpha carbon, our hydrogen carboxyl amino group. This carbon's the alpha carbon. This is not. This is part of the R group. And 2, it has a hydroxyl group, a hydrogen, and a methyl group. So if you ever drink energy drinks, you really shouldn't, but I do it too, right? Come on. Most of you out there, college students, drink energy drinks because, especially like before a midterm, you need some energy to focus or blah, 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 doing homework assignments, you need to stay up late, whatever. Energy drinks. If you ever looked on a bottle or can of Monster Energy, you probably realize they have this word here, L-carnitine. L-carnitine is actually made from threonine. Threonine actually can get basically synthesize glycine, which is another amino acid we went over. But threonine is also used to make L-carnitine. L-carnitine, what it does is it turns fat into energy. Okay, so the reason you actually feel good with Monster Energy, rather you get energy, yes, it's from all the caffeine to get you pumped up, but also L-carnitine helps to give you energy. It's kind of interesting. Lastly is cysteine, abbreviated with a C. Cysteine has this usual stuff, right? Alpha carbon, hydrogen. I'm getting tired of saying this. Well, I mean, I'm not getting tired of saying this, but I think you guys are tired of hearing it. So we're almost done. Carboxyl group and amino group. The R group has a CH2. Now here's where it gets crazy. We have a sulfur group, well, a sulfur, with a hydrogen. This is called a thiol group. One of the only few amino acids that actually have a sulfur attached to it. Cysteine is different. So why do I have a picture of L from Death Note? If you never watched Death Note, I highly suggest it. It's the only anime I've ever watched. Right? I'm not really into anime. Well, after watching Death Note, I kind of got into it. But Death Note and Demon Slayer are the only animes I've ever watched. Anyways, why am I mentioning L from Death Note? Well, your hair has something called disulfide bonds. Keratin is what makes up your nails and hair. Keratin has something called disulfide bonds. It's basically sulfur groups bonded to each other. Now, if you were to break these disulfide bonds, your hair would get curvy. So L kind of has curvy hair, kind of. Like Light has curvy hair. If you have curvy hair, right, you probably have less disulfide bonds in them. So what does it have to do with cysteine? Well, typically in Asian cultures, they have some kind of hair treatment. And what they do is they put cysteine in this hair treatment. It could be like a shampoo or conditioner. And you put in your hair. And what cysteine does, it breaks these disulfide bonds. These disulfide bonds make your hair straight. But if you break these bonds, your hair becomes curly and curvy. So cysteine is used to break these disulfide bonds. It's kind of interesting. Now, why do I have a picture of Jack Daniels here? So this is ongoing studies, so it's not confirmed yet, but there's some indication. If you have high cysteine levels, you actually recover from hangovers faster. It's kind of weird. I don't know why. There's still studies being done, but they've seen that if you have high amounts of cysteine in your body, you recover from hangovers more quickly than others. This does not mean that you should take cysteine, because cysteine is actually the most toxic amino acid in abundance in your body. So if you have too much cysteine, it can actually kill you. Okay, so don't do that. So don't go to a bar, drink, get drunk, and then take cysteine, right? And hopefully that'll cure your hangover. Don't do that. No, don't do that. Please don't do that. That could kill you. But I'm just telling you, just for educational purposes, I should say. Okay? And hopefully I don't get sued by Jack Daniels. Jack Daniels, I love you, man. Don't sue me. Okay? This is just for education. Also, by the way, Monster Energy, please sponsor me, man. Okay, I spent a long time drawing these images. So this Monster Energy, it took me about like 45 minutes to draw this. I'm not a fantastic drawer, I know. That's why it took me a long time. I'm not an artist, I try, but you know. And L took me a long time. That took me about an hour and a half to draw. But yeah. Now, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Until next time, later.